Now, moving on, the fourth edition of the African Anti-Corruption Day has been commemorated by the Anti-Corruption Coalition in the Gambia on Wednesday. The event this year calls for fighting corruption through effective and efficient judicial system. The Gambia has since 2005 been part of the 44 AU member states that have ratified the Convention on the Prevention and Combating of Corruption. More of that in this report by our Makalu.
In commemoration of the fourth edition of the African Anti-Corruption Day under the theme Fighting Corruption Through Effective and Efficient Judicial System, the Anti-Corruption Coalition in the Gambia observed that the process is generally slow. According to the organization, the prolonged formation of the anti-corruption bill that has lasted for 8 years and the lack of adequate resources for the judiciary were among the impeding factors to the attainment of a corrupt-free state. Abdoulaye Jadama, chairman of Anti-Corruption Coalition, alleged that the government had shown limited movements in policy actualization and implementation of anti-corruption commitment to the African Union.
The Gambia should take every effort to submit a periodic report, which is also another fundamental requirement that we fail in, and allow country visit by African Union Advisory Board in the coming year. The level of anticipated corruption is further taken for granted due to the fact that the government of the Gambia is not doing enough to investigate of public sector corruption from both civil society, the whistleblowers from media, public service, and international organizations. Clear example is the recent statement made by the current Minister of Health on massive cane of corruptions at the Ministry of Health.
Mar Nyang, a member of the coalition working group, asserts that it would have been more appropriate for the parliament to look into the anti-corruption bill before spending more resources on other errands.
So, always I keep saying, hadn't been we have the Anti-Corruption Commission, then we will not be talking about these commissions, spending millions of dollars into these commissions. The Anti-Corruption Commission, the anti-corruption bill has been at the National Assembly for a while now. In 2019, I think the president said the anti-corruption commission should be, not the president, the Minister of Finance. During the budget speech, he made mention that the anti-corruption commission should be in operation by end of 2019. So, come 2019, we have seen the anti-corruption commission in post, but the bill was in early December 2019. To date, we have been seeing bills that have been going to the National Assembly, and that the Finance and Public Accounts Committee is still looking into that bill.
The Gambia has since 2005 been part of the 44 member state of the African Union that ratified the Convention on the Prevention and Combating Corruption. The West African state has made strides to fight against corruption, attested in the reformation of the criminal codes and procedures and the commissioning of the Jana Commission to probe into assets under the former president of the Gambia. For iAfrica TV News, Awa Makalu.